Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. In this video we will take a look at whether eToro is the best stockbroker for European investors or not. We will take a look at the pros and cons of eToro, and I will also talk about my personal experience after using the platform for more than 3 years. So let's get into it. One thing I should definitely mention from the start is that I am a long-term stock market investor. So what I'm doing is I'm buying a stock and then I'm holding it for like quite a long time. So this review will be focused on this use case. It will not be about cryptocurrencies, CFDs and other stuff. It will be mostly focused on stocks. And also, if you want to support the channel, there is an affiliate link for eToro in the description. So if you decide to register, you want to support me, thank you very much, you can use the link. Okay, so let's get straight into the result. In my opinion, eToro is a very good broker, and especially for beginners, I would say this is the best European broker that's available. The number one reason why I like eToro is that it's a commission-free broker, which means whenever we buy and sell a stock, we don't pay any commission on it. So whenever you go on the platform, you click on some stocks, you will see you are buying the underlying asset commission-free. Another important part is that when you buy a stock, you are buying the underlying asset and you are the beneficiary owner, which means that if the broker goes bankrupt, you still have your stocks. So these are two very important things. So now you may wonder, how does eToro make money when there are no commissions for trading? Well, they make money on other fees. One of those is the spread. So let me demonstrate what the spread is. You can see this stock. I want to buy it for $130.20. But when I click on sell, you can see that the price is much lower. I can sell it for $129.41. So there is almost $1 difference on this between the sell and buy price. This is what's called the spread. The spread is essentially the difference between these two prices, and this spread is very important part when it comes to these non-commission brokers like eToro, Trading 212, Revolut or XTB. All of them have no commissions for trading, but the spreads are very different across these brokers. For example, Trading 212 has, in my experience, 2 times larger spreads than eToro. When it comes to XTB, I think they have pretty much the same spreads as eToro. I would say the eToro spreads are very good and decent. In my experience, it's usually $1 per every $1,000 I trade on the platform. So that is actually one of the reasons why I don't like Trading 212 that much, because it has just much higher spreads. If you are wondering why is that, it's because eToro and Trading 212, they go to different sort of market makers, which is usually some hedge fund, which is sort of defining the price of the asset. So they come to these market makers with the orders from their clients, and the market makers just provide them, the stock or the price that they are willing to sell it at. And they are collaborating with different market makers, so it makes the spreads different. Another very nice thing that eToro has and some other brokerages don't have is fractional shares. Whenever you want to buy a stock and you don't have much money, fractional share is actually something that's very good for you, because you can just buy a fraction of that share. So imagine you want to buy some really expensive stock that costs like $1,000. When you are using a broker that doesn't allow you to trade fractional shares, it means you are not able to buy that stock until you have a $1,000. But if you imagine a case where you want to just put, I don't know, $100 every month into the brokerage account and just buy some stocks, it's much easier to do this with fractional shares. So essentially what it means is that I can go to this invest and just type in the amount in dollars I want to buy for. So if I type in 100, it will say, oh, you will buy this amount of units, and that's it. I don't have to worry about, precisely calculating how much money I need in order to buy at least 3 or 4 stocks. To be fair, fractional shares are sort of standard around the industry. So Trading 212 has it, Revolut has it, Interactive Brokers has it, XTB doesn't have it, that's the only one, but they are planning to add it. So most of the brokers will have fractional shares. The part where eToro really shines is the social aspect of the platform. So on the platform there are millions of users, and some of the users, just like me, are popular investors. What that means? Well, I make my portfolio public. and anyone on the eToro platform can just go and start copying my portfolio. And whenever I make a new trade, they will just do the same trade with their money. So they are sort of copying my trading activity. And you can notice this, it's all over the platform. There is really a huge amount of investors that are popular investors. You can copy them, you can check them out. A lot of people actually use these investors as sort of screener. So if they found someone who is really good, has good performance, they use them as a sort of screener and just see the stocks they are buying, and maybe take a look at them. Another aspect is that these popular investors often talk about stocks on the platform. It's sort of like a Twitter for stocks, I would say. You have a lot of discussions going around the stocks, so discussing news, discussing analysis of the stocks. So in general, I would say the social aspect of the platform is really good. When it comes to other brokers, they really don't have that much of the social aspect. Maybe Trading 212 has the pies and things like that, but I would still prefer eToro over Trading 212. Another cool thing about eToro is that the platform is quite easy to use. You have the mobile app, you have the web platform, you have even a desktop app, but I mostly use the web platform and it's quite easy to use. I would highly recommend it for any beginner because in my opinion, it's just very easy to just buy, sell stocks. When I compare it to XTB and other brokerages, I would say eToro's platform is the most easy to use platform. You have just portfolio, you have watch list, you can find a stock that you want to buy, you just click on it, you just invest. It's very easy to do, there is not much you can mess up. When it comes to, for example, the platform of XTB, it's much more difficult to navigate at the platform. The same goes, for example, for DeGiro. I would say they definitely don't have such a nice user-friendly interface. And that's also one of the reasons why I would recommend eToro for a complete beginner. If it's like a first broker you want to use, I would say eToro is quite a good choice because it's very user-friendly. It has no fees. You can buy stocks for, I don't know, very small amounts like $100 and things like that. It has the social aspect, so you can learn and grow with the people that are on the platform. You can educate yourself. So really for beginner, I would say it's the best one. When it comes to deposits and withdrawals, you can just deposit with your credit card. You can use PayPal. You can have bank transfer. You can have some other digital wallets. So I would say eToro offers the best options in this area. Especially the credit card is really nice because you don't have to pay any sort of commission for using credit card to deposit money. For example, at Trading 212 and both at XTB, they both charge you a 0.77% of the deposit as a commission when you use credit card after some $2,000 limit threshold. So really, I would say eToro is the best when it comes to depositing money. When it comes to withdrawing, I would say eToro has some room to improve, especially because they still have a commission when you want to withdraw your money. Most of other brokers don't have it, they just let you withdraw without any commission. eToro lets you withdraw without commission if you have a larger amount of money on the platform. I believe it's $25,000 or more. So if you have this large amount of money on the platform, you can withdraw for free. Otherwise, you have to pay $5 commission. Also, from some level of your account, which is this platinum tier, they actually tier you based on the amount of money you have in your account. And this platinum tier and more money means that you will have no withdrawal fees, as well as the Wall Street Journal subscription. You will have discount on exchange rate fees, and you will have dedicated account manager, which is a person you can just schedule a meeting with. You can call them, whatever. They are available to you in case you have any problems with the platform, any questions. They are very helpful and they are ready to help. And as I said, you can obtain the membership when you have over $25,000. You will have the platinum. Platinum Plus is over $50,000 and Diamond is over $250,000. So when it comes to safety of eToro, I would say it's quite a safe broker. It's not publicly traded. They were planning to go public, but they did not go public. But it still meant that we could take a look at the financials of the company and take a look, how many users they have, how are they growing, how the balance sheet looks, income statement, everything. And the company looks quite solid. They have a lot of cash. They don't have any issues with the funding. They can just raise more capital even on the private market. The broker is based on Cyprus, and through the Cyprus entity he is serving all of the European customers. It means it must apply to the Cyprus regulation, which is from the CSEC, which might not be that harsh compared, for example, to German regulations. But still, eToro has a private insurance at Deloitte's insurance company in London, and it should be up to 1 million euros per client, which is quite high insurance. I would say eToro is quite a safe broker. I personally have quite a lot of money there, and I sleep just fine having the money there. So what is my personal experience after 3 years of using the eToro platform in order to invest into stocks? I would say I'm quite happy with the experience. The only thing that I would personally improve is the customer support via the ticketing system. I don't think that's really good, but thankfully I have over $25,000 at my account, so I can use the sort of personal account manager from eToro anytime I want. So in case I have some issues, I can just call them whenever I want. So this is great. Apart from that, I really like the social aspect of the platform. I think the platform is quite user-friendly. I didn't have any issues in case of outages and things like that. I know some people were complaining about those, but I just didn't experience them ever. Maybe I'm just a lucky person that logs in and it works every time. I also know a lot of people were complaining when trading CFDs on the platform that it happens that eToro, closed their trades or something like that. I personally don't trade CFDs, so I cannot really tell if that's really happening. It never happened to me again. Maybe the people were just leveraging too much and they didn't have enough money in their account, so they got margin called. I personally have a hard time believing that eToro would just go and close a trade of a person. It definitely never happened to me when trading stocks over the years. So to finish this eToro review, I would say eToro is the best broker for beginners in the European market. Maybe for a really huge account, I would pick Interactive Brokers instead of eToro, but we are talking about accounts that are, larger than $1 million. So yeah, if you want to register with eToro and you want to support the channel, you can use the affiliate link in the description of this video. If you don't want to do that, that's completely fine. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.